So you got a mini truck, you got no inner fenders, and it's raining outside. Your headlights have filled up with water. You're getting tired of pulling them out, shoving rags in there, cleaning them out, and it's getting real annoying how much they fill up with water. Well, let me show you how to take that and turn it into this and keep it that way. So I've been having this issue for a while, driving my truck in the rain, non-sealed headlights. Now these trucks came with sealed beams, but they're incandescents. They totally suck, especially in heavy rain or snow. It's just a yellow light. I never liked it. So I upgraded to these H4s. They're not sealed. Of course, driving in the rain, the wheels are kicking mud and all sorts of road grime up. And I've tried a couple different things to fix it. I've got these little flaps that I made. These are out of roofing paper. That was just junk I had laying around. And they're kind of hacked onto there and it looks stupid and I don't care for it. It went from every single rainstorm I had to clean the headlights out to every couple weeks I would have to do it. So it did work, just not working as well as I wanted to. When I upgraded to the H4s, I went with these Hikari headlights, the really, really bright LEDs. They are awesome. I love them. Couple problems with them. When they get wet like this, these aren't really a sealed system, and occasionally my high beams would just stay on. I could turn the headlight switch off and they would go off, but if I had my low beams and switched over to the highs, they would stay on high no matter if I tried to switch back to low or not. So these are getting water in them. I don't want to ruin them. I know they're only 40 bucks, but 40 bucks is a big deal to me. So what I've come up with, I found on Amazon this part number P3228T4. It's a little rubber boot and it's made for actually sealing up headlights. It's not meant for an H4 bulb, or 9006 I think is what these actually are, whatever. But we can trim this out and I'll show you how to do it. I've already got this side done, so we're going to walk through and go do this side. Okay, so we've got our bulb out, we have our new boot. This is the piece that I trimmed off of the other boot, so this is what we're going to be replicating. So I'm going to take the boot, it's very soft material, roll it inside out, and this little collar is what's meant to go around another size headlight. I don't even know what it was for, but for my purpose here, don't need it. Harbor Freight, these things are like 10 cents. I buy them all the time, they're so handy. We're going to go ahead, just get that cut started. You can see. Once you get it started, this material is really soft. The knife is just going to glide right through it. I am trying to keep this hole a little bit tight so it seals up nicely. Of course, that's hard to do when you're trying to videotape it. There we go, that piece is trimmed out. Keep it flipped over. Feed this harness through, and I want to slide it up over the back side. Oops, put that on backwards. Goes through that way. Now you can see it's kind of a loose fit on the back side. And that's fine, because when it rolls over and seals over top of the headlight housing, it's blocking any rain from being able to go anywhere except hit the edge of the light bulb. Of course, this is going to be vertical, and it's going to drip down. Also, at the same time, it doesn't block off any of the cooling fans. It doesn't block the cooling fan. So we'll go ahead and roll this back. We're going to install it just like any other headlight bulb, right back into that housing. Now, before we shove that bulb in there, we need to get all of this moisture out of the headlight. Now we can go through, pull the bezel off, pull the ring off, pull the headlight housing out, shove paper towels out inside of there, wipe it around, go through all that fuss and hassle. I learned a trick from Andrew Camarada. If you don't know him, go check out his channel. He is a one-man Jippo crew that does all sorts of construction and working on all sorts of vehicles and equipment. This was a little trick I picked up from him. So we got blue Scott's towels. This is what you want to use. Don't use a paper towel. It makes a giant mess because they'll shred. What you're going to do, you're going to take your paper towel, or not paper towel, Scott's towel, shove it inside of the housing. Now you can already see anywhere that the towel touched, it's already cleaning up the surface. What we want to do is remove all that moisture. Now do you want to try and stick your hand in there and dig that thing around, get it all wiped out? Now, grab your air hose, shove it in the back, and let her rip. Then we can just reach in, pull the towel out. Still a little bit up in this corner we didn't get, so I'm gonna grab a fresh towel and do it again. Now we're looking pretty good. Pull that towel out. We're ready to put the bulb in. Okay, so now we're down inside the truck. Got our new boot installed onto our headlight. Go ahead and get her plugged in. Now this can be a little tricky with the H4 conversions because they have these wire clips that retain the bulb. So excuse me if I fumble around for a minute here. You could probably pull the headlight bulb out and this would be much simpler, but I overcomplicate things. We got our bulb in place. I think push the little wire clips. Well, maybe it's not in. Sitting a little crooked. There we go. This one always fights me a little bit on this side for some reason. Now we'll grab a pair of pliers and lock that in real quick. Better than poking a hole in your finger because that little wire is pretty sharp. Okay, now we got both clips in. Take that boot that we have rolled over backwards. Roll it over the top of the headlight housing, just like so. Now she's nice and sealed. So, there you go guys. Quick, simple, easy. Should keep the water out of my headlights. Hopefully it'll work for your truck if you got the same issue with a mini truck. Thanks for watching.